all of my mystical beings, and welcome back to the amysticspath YouTube channel. I am so happy that you guys are here. Now, before I go ahead and get started and talk about intention setting for the new year and how it is that I've kind of been pulled to do that this year, I want to kind of just ask you guys how it is that you are doing, and see how it is that you guys are working through this energy. I know that this energy, especially right through the last part of this year that we're currently in, has been a little heavy for me. It has been kind of a lot, but there is some things, throughout this year that have been really great that have came in as well. So it's definitely kind of a mixture for me, but I'm definitely interested in hearing in the comments how it is that you guys are doing. Part of the intention setting for this year that I'm really aiming to do is build a bigger community that is more interactive with all of my people, all of my tribe, all of my mystical beings, to really build this into what it is that I've seen and what it is that I've envisioned. And that is a community where we talk to each other, we help each other, and we help each other see clarity as well as see the magic in life and help our manifestations come to fruition. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and at this time dive into the actual message that I have. Now, I wanted to take the time and discuss intention setting and how it is we do that for the new year. Most of us in North America, in the US, we do things as far as New Year's resolutions, where we kind of look at all of these things that are bad habits that we want to release, which is all very well and good. But Spirit was very clear when talking to me today about the numerology of when we're walking into the first day of the first month. We see this a lot when we are in the energy of the Lionsgate portal, especially when it's at its peak at 8/8. We also have energy portal numbers 9/9, 10/10, 11/11, 12/12 that people will a lot of times do magic set intentions on, these portal numbers where there's the synchronicity of the same number for the month and the same number for the year. Well, when we're looking at the year or the number one, when we're looking at the first month and the first day, this is a lot about seeds. If we're gonna, we can also tie this into the energy of a new moon, right? The beginning, the start, before something happens, before it turns and it grows and it mixes. If we're looking at, tarot, this is your Ace of Cups, your Ace of Pentacles, your aces, before something really grows and turns into what it is that you have set intention for. All right, and this is really, really lying within that energy of the number one. So I feel like instead of more of what it is that we want to release, we already know that, and not saying to not release things that need to be released, but to focus a lot of this energy on what it is that you actually want to grow into and build and bring into your life. And remember that this is the seed. This is something that you are working for to build throughout this year. And to also remember the number that you are working with. One is our start, like I had previously said. So when we're looking at this, the energy may take time to build up throughout the year because we're starting with that energy of the number one. We're not starting with a higher energy that is more developed when we're looking at maybe if we're doing things on 7/7 or 8/8, right? Where those numbers are more developed in the type of energy. So this energy is going to go very well with seed energy of what it is that you want to plant, what it is that you want to grow, versus something that you want to really bring in right away. It's something that you're going to want to kind of really start to it's like I'm getting the image of kind of like gardening, like you're digging out the holes, like as if it was spring, and you're getting ready to plant your seeds for your fruits and your vegetables and your flowers in the spring, and you're digging that and you're planting that seed. That is what the intention settings look like for 1/1, because there's going to be that energy where things grow and develop throughout the months for those seeds to be picked, or not those seeds, but the fruit to be able to be picked, for the fruit to be ready to be picked. All right. And I just really felt the need to share this with all of you because although we have a system of New Year's resolutions, this is what I'm going to do differently, this is what it is that I'm not going to do, a lot of times they are what it is that we want to do, but they are unrealistic because we're not starting with that base energy. We kind of want to just dive right into it and jump right into it. And a lot of times that's really hard to maintain. So if anything, throughout this little short informational video, I hope that you guys can kind of maybe even merge your two systems, I'm saying your two systems, but the two systems, merging those and seeing what that looks like and actually working with the number and the energy that is being given to you. And not to be discouraged when something doesn't manifest in a month the way you want it to, or 2 months in the way that you want it to. Remember that you are, again, working with that seeded energy. All right, now I hope that you guys have gotten all the clarity that you need and everybody is in great spirits. Mwah.